All right, welcome back, everybody. The opening ceremonies for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games gets underway this Wednesday with more than 4,000 athletes from around the world competing in 549 medal events. Headed to Paris tonight to be a part of it all is Challenge Athletes co-founder Bob Babbitt, and he joins us now. Bob, it's good to see you.
So great to see you, Casey. Exciting times.
It really is. Thanks for making a stop at KUSI before your flight tonight.
Well, you guys have been so involved from the very beginning of CAF 30 years ago. So many of the Paralympic athletes were there, have been right here, have been on this show.
And we've had the opportunity and privilege to speak with some of them about all of their successes. Talk about the Paralympics and why you say, using your words here, that this is the real Olympics.
This is, well, the Olympics was sort of, that was the warm-up event. This is the main event. The main event is the Paralympics. Olympic guys are great.
It really is. You know what? It shows so much athleticism throughout every single sport, and how these athletes have overcome so many challenges to continue to excel. It's amazing. Well,
what I love about is the stories. You know, we're all storytellers, and when we have stories, and a couple of our athletes who are going over, Eric McElvaney, we're talking about a Marine who stepped on an IED in 2011, lost his right leg below the knee, and he actually, while he was in the hospital, his commander from a different unit came in to see him and said, I got my prosthetic within 3 months. How soon are you going to get yours? And Eric got his within 2.5 months. And in the spring of 2012, he did a sprint triathlon. In the fall, he did a half Ironman. In the following year, in 2013, he did the Ironman World Championship, and he was on a team with Hines Ward, his hero, because he grew up in Pittsburgh. Hines Ward, MVP of the Super Bowl from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then Eric decided, you know what, I love this triathlon stuff. I've done 8 Ironmans. And going from long distance to short distance is really, really difficult. And he went to the Paralympics in paratriathlon in 2020 and got it 6th. Now he's coming back in 2024, and he's hopefully going to be on the podium.
And it's stories like his that just make you feel like anything is possible.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, is those athletes, when kids who are at home now who are dealing with something, they might have been born with a congenital issue of some sort, or maybe they just were in an accident. They're watching the Paralympics and they're thinking that their life might be over. Now they're seeing hope. And then they're seeing hope in the, when you see Eric McElvaney or you see Justin Fonksavaar, so many of our other athletes, you realize that sometimes life isn't over when you get it, when there's a trauma. Sometimes that opens another door and life becomes different, but maybe in a good way.
So let's talk Paris. How many CAF athletes are competing this year?
So there's 220 members of Team USA, 110 women, 110 men, and 127 of those have received grants from CAF at some point in their athletic journey. So that's like 58% of all Team USA. And that's not including a lot of other athletes from other countries, because we've given out grants in 73 to athletes in 73 countries.
What's it going to be like for you to be in Paris and be able to watch these athletes compete in the sport that they've worked on and trained for years?
My favorite thing is in 2016, we were at the Rio Paralympics. And this woman, Deborah Jackson, came up to me in the lobby and she says, you know what, you guys don't realize, when my son Desmond was 9 years old, you got him a running leg. He's now 16 years old and he's running in the 200 meters tonight. You guys changed his life. And you know, I love that stuff, because our athletes also understand. Eric McElvaney, who we were just chatting about, he works with OSER on our amputee running clinics around the country. Last Saturday, he was at the Oracle Stadium, San Francisco Giants Stadium, running a amputee running clinic. They understand there's a bigger purpose than just racing, that there's a next generation who needs to know what's out there.
What's the first event you're going to?
Opening ceremonies are, I think, the 28th, and then we'll be at track and field, we'll be at swimming, we'll be at the velodrome, the paratriathlon, which launched in 2016, was the first ever paratriathlon. That's on the 1st of September and the 2nd of September, so I'm very excited about this.
Do you have a full list of all of the CAF athletes and the events and times that they're competing on your website?
We do, yes we do. We have all of our athletes up there, and you know, so many amazing stories. That's what I love about the Paralympics.
Bob, have a safe flight, and we hope to talk to you when you get back from Paris.
Thank you, Casey, appreciate it.
Of course.